It's happening, everyone! Ubisoft just announced Assassin's Creed Odyssey with this small teaser that I will loop here for the whole intro. The game will be at E3 2018, so in a little more than a week we will get a ton of gameplay trailers and way more. But right now we got some other interesting news to dive into. So let's do that in this video. If you are excited, then don't forget to hit the like button and let's go! The game was already leaked with this Assassin's Creed Odyssey keychain as I discussed yesterday. So instead of pretending like nothing happened, Ubisoft decided to put up a teaser for the new game with the text "See you at E3. So that confirms that we will see the first footage of the game on either June 11th during the Ubisoft show or the day before that during the Microsoft show on June 10th. Just like with Origins last year, that was also announced during the Xbox show. Looking at the teaser, we see one Spartan looking guy, probably our playable character, kicking an awesome looking soldier with a halberd type of weapon from the cliff. We see that the Spartan guy has a bow, an awesome weapon with what looks like a snake head handle. Can be anything, of course, but that's what it looks like. And I think it's worth pointing out that the character that kicks the soldier has no shield. So that might mean that we can walk around without a shield. And that's of course something we also wanted to see in Origins, but there we could not unequip a shield. Overall, I really of course get this is Sparta vibe, and I'm really all about it. Interesting to note is that this might be one of the two playable characters we see in this game, because if we go over to Kotaku, Jason Schreier, the guy that leaked many AC games before, had some interesting info on the game, including that you play as either a male, so the guy that we probably see here, but also a female character, and those will be new characters, so no Bayek and Aya. But that falls in line with a rumor we saw recently on 4chan as well. He also adds that the game will bring dialogue options to the series for the first time. And yes, that is a big departure, but I think it will open up a ton of awesome new possibilities, even if it's only for the side quests, because they were great in Origins, but very one-dimensional. So if you can now choose the outcome or things will happen based on your choices, it will create way more interesting gameplay in my opinion. And it also looks like that this is the road that Ubisoft wants to take with the franchise, moving it more into an open world RPG, just like we saw with Origins. And it also showed well in the amount of time people played on average compared to the other Assassin's Creed games. Ubisoft noted that it was like more than double versus Syndicate, for example. And I can totally see that way more with Odyssey as well, if the rumors are true that there are two playable characters that both have different type of abilities and also different stories that do intersect, but are still mostly different. Meaning that you can basically replay the game again and have a different type of experience. So it looks like those two characters will be new ones. Bayek and Aya will not be featured in the game. Although if we then go to the comments, Jason Schreier notes that he would be shocked if Bayek was not in the game, but that he will just not be playable. He then later comments on someone who says that ancient Greece, that time period, was 100 years before the Roman Empire and Cleopatra, so of course the time from Origins. Because right now we know the name, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and we know that it's probably set in ancient Greece, looking at the logo and the small piece of footage, but we don't know in what time period. So Jason chimes in saying that he heard from one person who played a build of Odyssey that it was set 100 years before Origins, and that he today got a message from another person claiming that he played the game as well, saying the same thing. But then he also notes that he heard from a very reliable source at Ubisoft that this was a sequel to Origins, and obviously Origins is where the assassins started. So it could be that they jump around in the game, that could be an option. I think it will likely be set after Origins, but that we might go back in time as well. Another interesting piece of info is regarding the release date. Again, it's noted in the Kotaku article that the game will launch before April 2019, according to their sources. Again, Kotaku has a really good track record, so that likely means this fall, and that means that Assassin's Creed will be going back to its yearly release schedule. And if this is true, then I want to say I told you so. Remember my video back in early April about why a new Assassin's Creed in 2018 makes sense? Many people said I was crazy. Well, here we are. Again, it's not confirmed yet, but we will know soon enough with E3 right around the corner. Also interesting to note, going back to the teaser, is will our main character not wear a hood most of the time? I think it will likely be both, but it's interesting that they tease it this way. Anyway, exciting times. I will be going to E3, playing the game, bringing you all the gameplay you need to know about. So totally subscribe if you haven't already to miss nothing regarding Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Drop a like to support the channel. Check out my video going in depth on some Odyssey rumors that leaked before the official announcement, so they might be true in the end. And I will speak to you next time. Thanks a lot for watching and goodbye.